Hey class, hi, hello, namaste, adab, sat sri akal, assalamu alaikum, vanakkam, and khamma gani to all of you. Welcome to today's session, and as you all know, today is your Umang series for your grade 9, and we are starting a new topic, that is your topic triangles, right? So in this topic of triangles, we are going to start with the rules of congruency. Okay, the basics of triangles you already know, that what is isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle. Okay, so that is always there. So congruency of triangles, that we will be starting it, and then the second part will be of some properties of the triangle, and the third will be inequalities of the triangle. Okay, so these are the three major important topics in this part. We are going to go through it, है ना? ये तीनों portions जो है, we will go through it one by one, one by one, one by one. We'll go through all of them. So the congruency criteria, some criteria are there, some criteria we are studying today, other criteria we'll be studying in the next class. So it will happen like that. Okay, so I will show you the distribution of the topics which I have done accordingly and all the parts. Now, before I start this topic, let me tell you one thing, that the geometry section which I have started, we have already completed lines and angles. The second chapter we are starting is your triangles. This is a very important topic considering your exam point of view. Many questions come from this chapter. Okay, so it's a very important question. You can expect 8 to 10 marks of question from this chapter alone. It is that important question. Okay, it is that important chapter. Got it? So let me show you that what is the chapter distribution we are doing here. So we will be completing it into 4 sessions. The first 3 sessions are the teaching part. The last one will be your doubts and mentee. Okay. So in the first one, we'll do the introduction and some criteria for congruency. In the second one also, some criteria of the congruency. And the third one, inequalities of the triangle. And then the doubts and mentee part. Okay. So let's start with it. So bhai dekho beta, first thing we will start with the introduction. What is congruency? All of that we'll be learning. So first thing, what is a triangle? Yeah, so very simple thing. Triangle is a polygon which is made up of 3 sides. Okay, or a closed figure formed by 3 intersecting lines. Okay, so tri stands for 3. Very good. After that, the major thing is you will see that the triangle has 3 sides. One is your AB, AC, and BC. Every triangle will have 3 sides and 3 interior angles. So one is your this angle A, other is your this angle B, and the third one is your angle C. Okay, so every triangle will have 3 interior angles and 3 sides. Okay, so that is your basis of the triangle. Ab dekho, if we talk about the congruency of a triangle, what do you mean by congruency? First, understand what is the meaning of congruency. Meaning of congruency is if two things are, or two figures exactly equal. Okay, figures exactly equal in shape and size. The figure exactly equal in shape and size. That means two triangles, we will call them congruent if their shape as well as size are congruent. For example, for the congruencies example, let us take my hands. Okay, they are congruent. How can I say that? Because if I put them on top of each other, you will see that they are exactly overlapping each other. They are exactly overlapping each other. So this is an example of congruency. Another example, ki suppose if you buy chocolate, okay, suppose you are buying dairy milk wo 10 wala, okay, so all the dairy milks of rupees 10, they will be exactly equal to each other. It is not like someone will buy a bigger dairy milk of in 10 rupees, someone will buy get a smaller dairy milk in 10 more rupees. That is not there. All the dairy milks of rupees 10, they are exactly equal. So that is also an example of congruency. Got it? So when we talk about the congruency of triangles, how do I make sure that the shape as well as the size will be equal? Okay, so for the equal shape, what we know that corresponding parts. So first thing remember, corresponding angles are equal. That means if I'm writing triangle ABC and XYZ, so A and X, they are at the same position top. So A and X, they are corresponding points. Okay, B and Y will be your corresponding point, and C and Z will be your corresponding point. Okay, so you can see angle A is equal to angle X, angle B is equal to angle Y, angle C is equal to angle Z. That means A and X are corresponding, B and Y are corresponding, and C and Z will be corresponding. Okay, now let's talk about the corresponding sides. So here A and x are corresponding, b and y are corresponding. So between them you have a side AB. So AB is corresponding to BY. So AB and BY will be equal. Okay. Then you have BC and YZ. So BC and YZ will be equal. Okay. And then you have AC and XZ. So AC and XZ will be equal. So remember, corresponding angles are equal as well as the corresponding sides are also equal. So if two triangles are similar, if two triangles are congruent, their shape as well as size will be exactly same. That is, all the angles, all the corresponding angles, remember, all the corresponding angles are equal to each other and all the corresponding sides are equal to each other. Okay, what does it mean? Suppose if I say that the angles here are 50, 60 and 70. If they are congruent, this angle will be 50 because A and X are corresponding, B and Y are corresponding, C and Z are corresponding. And let's say this side is 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 3 and 4, and let us say 6 centimeter. So here this will be also 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 6 centimeter. Exactly equal in shape and size. Then only they will be exactly equal. Remember, corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are equal. Okay. So याद रखना बेटा, whenever the triangles are congruent, as I've told you, corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. Okay, that has been discussed. After that, understand the next part. Okay, तो याद रखना बेटा, corresponding sides, corresponding angle, how do you get it? तो याद रखना, if I say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle, is congruent to triangle XYZ, this is the sign of congruency. Okay, actually I am taking grade 10th also, so in my Vedantu's platform, so there I take grade 10th. So again and again I'm teaching similarity, so similar word is again occurring again and again, but it is congruency. Okay, so this is the sign for congruency. That means two angles are exactly equal in shape and size. So if ABC is congruent to XYZ, so remember, how do you get the corresponding points? So yaad rakhna beta, corresponding angles, the first letter here and the first letter here. So angle A is equal to angle X. Second letter here and the second letter here. So angle B is equal to angle Y. And the third letter here and the third letter here, that is angle C, is equal to angle Z. Okay, that is your corresponding angles. Okay, first letter, second letter, third letter, third letter. So it is very important that you write them in the order of corresponding vertices. Okay, then let's talk about how do you get to know about the corresponding sides. Okay, so if I give you beta that suppose triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, in that case the corresponding sides you get by joining 2 points. So the first two part, AB and XY. So AB is equal to XY. So it really matters a lot that if I write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, and if I write triangle ABC is congruent to ZXY, so they both represent different triangles, different cases, because the corresponding points change. Then the second part will be the last two, second and third point, and here also second and third point, that is BC is equal to YZ, and the last one is the first and the third one, the first and the third one, that is AC is equal to XZ. Okay, beta? So this is how you will get your corresponding points and corresponding angles. Remember, if the triangles are congruent, corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides will be equal. So if you find out that any two triangles are congruent, if I say that any two triangles are congruent, okay, I have told you that these two triangles are congruent, and if I say ki chalo bhai beta ji, if these two triangles are congruent, and if I say ki chalo sir, this angle A is 50, what is angle X? So you will say A and X are corresponding points, so angle X will also be 50, like that it can be used. Okay. Then comes the part of that proving the congruency. Okay, comes the part of proving the congruency. So there are some criterias. Okay, there are some criterias. So what are those criterias? Okay, what are those criterias? Okay, so ध्यान रखना. अच्छा, one more thing, CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. That means suppose if I got to know that two triangles are congruent, so then I can make the corresponding parts equal. Either you can make corresponding sides equal or you can make corresponding angles equal. So there you will just write CPCT. The reason for writing it is corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Okay. Now the first criteria which we are going to study only two criteria. सिर्फ दो criteria पढ़ेंगे आज. Less work. Okay. The first criteria is side angle side. As the name suggests, थोड़ा ध्यान से बेटा देख लेना, side angle side. This is your first criteria. In this first criteria, what does it say? As the name suggests, remember it very carefully, it is SAS. Okay, so side, angle between them, and then side. So always remember this angle which you are seeing here, na, side, angle, side. So angle is written between the sides. So this angle should be between two sides. Between two sides. Which two sides? These two sides. Okay. So for example, in these two triangles, if I give you that AC is equal to PQ, you can see AC is equal to PQ and BC is equal to QR. BC is equal to QR. It is given, right? अब देखो बेटा, what is given here? That this AC is equal to P. अच्छा, it is written wrong here, na? Okay, let's change the part. P Q R. Okay, ठीक है. BC is equal to QR. थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक कर दिया है इस स्लाइड में. Angle C and angle R, they have got equal. Okay, so I will do some changes over here. Otherwise I have to make many changes. I will make small changes only. It is Q and R. Let me change over here. Okay, let me change over here. It is not AC is equal to PQ, it is AC is equal to PR. AC and PR are equal. Okay, and then you can say sir, this BC is equal to QR. They both are also equal, right? So these are the two equal sides, and the second thing is given that this angle between the sides, ठीक है, याद रखना, the angle which you are taking ना, देखो angle C is between AC and BC, the angle R is between PR and QR. So when you are using side angle side, remember the angle should be between the two sides which you are making equal, which are equal. Okay, so it should be the angle between the equal sides. So between AC and BC, angle C is there. Between PR and QR, angle R is there. So now you can say this is side angle side criteria. Side angle side criteria. So two sides of a triangle are equal to two sides of another triangle and the angle between them is same for both. So then we can say by SAS criteria, triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle PQR. As simple as that. Okay. So first criteria is what? Side angle side criteria. Okay. The next criteria is your angle side angle. अब यहाँ पे बेटा listen carefully. What it is? It is angle side and angle. So here two angles and the side between them. Okay. So this will be the sides containing both the angles. Both the angles, okay, or it should be between both the angles. For example, if you will see here, I have told you that angle BAC, what I have told, that angle BAC, this angle is equal to EDF, so EDF is this angle, okay sir. Then I have told you angle ACB, angle ACB is this angle, is equal to DFE, DFE is this angle. So these two angles are equal. Now both these two angles are present on AC and these two angles are present on DF. If it is true, that means the two angles which are equal, they have a side, the side which is containing both. These two sides are also equal. So this criteria is called angle side angle, angle side angle. So by angle side angle criteria, they both will be congruent. And if once you have proved them congruent, you can say that the remaining angle will also be equal by CPCT. समझ रहे हो? By CPCT you can say remaining will be equal and the remaining sides will also be equal. Corresponding sides will be equal, corresponding angles will be proportional. So one is side, angle is between the two sides, and then angle side angle, the side is containing both the angles. ठीक है? तो याद रखना. Okay, so these are the two criteria which we have learned today. Then अब थोड़ा सा ना, using this criteria, let us understand some properties of triangle. So we will be learning about the isosceles triangle. You know what is an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal in length. So here I have given that AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. So what happens with this? What is the criteria? The first property is angle opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. That means that in this triangle ABC, you got that AB is equal to AC. It was given now AB was equal to AC. So opposite to AB, which angle do you have? You have this angle C or angle ACB. This will be equal to angle opposite to AC. Which angle do you have? You have this angle is equal to angle ABC. Yaad rakhna. Okay, so that is the first criteria, that in a triangle, if two sides are equal, the angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. Angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. Now, how do you prove it? How do you prove it? The proof is very important, very important. I'm telling you important because it can be asked in the examination. That prove that in an isosceles triangle, the angle prove that in a triangle if two sides are equal, the angle opposite to them will also be equal. So for proving beta, what you will do, we will do one construction. What is the construction? That draw AD or draw angle bisector. Draw angle bisector of angle A, which is AD. Okay. So what I have done, I have drawn this AD. I have drawn this AD, which is the angle bisector. If it is angle bisector, I can say these two angles are equal by construction. These two angles are equal by construction. Okay. And now understand what I'll do. So bhai dekho beta, now to prove that this angle B and angle C are equal, I will say that after drawing this AD, I have got two triangles. What are those? One is triangle ABD, one is triangle ACD. I will say, sir, in triangle ABD and triangle ACD, if you look carefully, first thing is that, sir, AB is equal to AC. It was given. Equal sides, na? Equal sides are given. Okay, it is given. This we need to prove. Okay, so AB is equal to AC, right, sir? After that, I know by construction, if AD is angle bisector, I can say angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Why? The reason is AD is angle bisector. AD is what? Angle bisector. Right? ठीक है, sir. And then after that, I can say AD is equal to AD because it is the common side. By AD is the common side, so its length will be same in both. Correct? So, beta, देखो the pattern. You have told that side, angle, and then side. And here also you have told side, angle, and then side. So, what is this criteria? I can say now that by SAS criteria, by side angle side criteria, I can say triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD, and if they are congruent by CPCT, once I have got that these two small triangles are congruent, the corresponding parts will also be equal. So this angle B will be equal to angle C. I can say angle ABC is equal to angle AC. बस हो गया small proof, very important proof है ना. So what you, so now onwards you don't have to prove every time. This property you will remember. Okay, so the property is what, that in an isosceles triangles the angles opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So in an isosceles triangle it is not only like that only two sides are equal, as well as two angles are also equal. Two angles are also equal. So I have told that, sir, if AB is equal to AC, if AB is equal to AC, I can say angle ABC will be equal to angle ACB. The angles will also be equal. Side, which angles? Opposite to equal sides. Angles, which angles we are talking about? Opposite to equal sides. देखो opposite का meaning क्या है बेटा? कि suppose if this AB is the equal side, है ना? AB is your equal side. AB and AC are your equal sides. Let's locate them. तो भाई AB is this, AC is this. Now opposite to AB, which side, which angle do you see? This angle. And opposite to AC, which angle do you see? This angle. So these two angles will also be equal to each other. That is what I mean by the angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. Now beta, its reciprocal is also true. Its converse is also true. That is that if I give you that this angle is equal, okay, if I give you that this angle B and angle C are equal to each other, then also I will say कि if two angles are equals in a triangle, if two angles are equal to each other, the sides opposite to them will be equal to each other. So it is vice versa. If two sides are equal, angle opposite to them are equal. If two angles are equal, side opposite to them are also equal. अब देखना बेटा, how do you prove it? How do you prove it? So again you have to focus that somehow you have to prove this triangle ABD and ACD congruent. You have to prove these two triangles ABD and ACD congruent. Okay, तो ध्यान से सुनना बेटा. Suppose what I am doing right now is I am drawing a angle bisector over here. Angle bisector. Okay, what I have drawn? Angle bisector. So this angle and this angle are equal. Okay, and what I know that angle ABD and angle ACD are equal. तो बेटा ध्यान से सुनना. चलो, let us take this angle B and angle C as X. Okay, and let us take this angle as Y and this also angle as Y. Both are equal. Angle bisector is there. So construction is AD. That is AD is divided. AD is your angle bisector. ठीक है. अब let's talk about these two angles. Angle ADB and this angle ADC. So if I use angle sum property, triangles angle sum property, in triangle ABD, if I use triangles angle sum property, so I will say that sir, this X plus Y plus this angle ADB will be equal to 180 degree. So you got angle ADB is equal to 180 minus X minus Y. And if I talk about triangle ACD, in ACD this angle again will be, I will say using angle sum property, X plus Y plus angle ADC is equal to 180 degree. Angle ADC again is equal to 180 minus X minus Y. So from here compare both the equation. देखो both the angles are equal or not. So angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. ठीक है बेटा? These two angles are also equal. Okay, these two angles are also equal. अब देखो, after that it is very easy. I know that this angle is equal to this angle, and we have got that these two angles are also equal to each other, right? So I can say now that's an in triangle ABD. Where is D? D is over here. And triangle ACD. First thing, that angle BAD is equal to angle CAD because AD is angle bisector. AD is angle bisector. First, always write the reason. You can see I am writing the reason every time. Then we know that AD is the common side. AD is equal to AD, and then angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. We have already proved. Okay, proved above. We have proved it in the previous page that these two angles are also equal. So it is angle side angle criteria. It is what? Angle side angle criteria. So by angle side angle criteria, I can say what I can say is, sir, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD, and if they are congruent, I can say AB will be equal to AC because they are the corresponding sides. Plus, okay, okay. These are the results of the isosceles triangle. That isosceles triangle is not only defined by sides, we know in that two sides are equal. Also, if I don't give you the sides and if I only give you angles, suppose if I give you a triangle like this, okay, where this angle is 50 and this angle is 50, and if I ask you what kind of triangle is this, you can clearly say it is isosceles triangle because two angles are equal. So isosceles triangle, now you can change the definition, is a triangle in which two sides or two angles are equal, whatever it is, right? If two sides are equal, the opposite angles will automatically become equal. And if two angles are equal, the opposite sides will automatically become equal. So this side will become equal to this side. So that is the logic behind it. Okay. So these are two important parts. So what we have learned, first thing we have learned angle, side, angle criteria, two angles and the side containing both the angles, and then side, angle, side, two sides and the angle between them. Then for an isosceles triangles, we have learned that if in an isosceles triangle two sides are equal, so the angles opposite to the equal sides are also equal. And if in a triangle two angles are equal, the sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. It works vice versa. Okay. Now let's look at some questions. Very important. First one. In a triangle ABC, if angle A is 120 degree and AB is equal to AC, find angle B and C. Beta dekho, first thing I know that sir, since they have given me that AB is equal to AC, they have given me AB is equal to AC. So opposite to AB, what angle I have? Angle C. And opposite to AC, what angle I have? Angle B. I can say that means angle B and angle C will also be equal. Let us give them x. Let us say they are equal to x. Use triangles angle sum property. We know sum of the three interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So I can say sir, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle A is 120, angle B is x plus x is equal to 180. So you will get 2x is equal to 180 minus 120 is 60. That means x is equal to 30 degree. So both angle B as well as angle C are equal to 30 degree. As simple as that. So now onwards, you will directly use those results. Directly you can use these results. Okay. Now, next problem. In figure, the side BA and CA have been produced. Dekho, one hint I would like to give you, one advice I would like to give you. First, whenever you are solving any geometry problem, first thing is in first reading, read the whole question. Pura question ek bar padho. Full question, read it once. So read it with me. In figures, the side BA and CA have been produced such that BA is equal to AD and CA is equal to AE. Prove that segment DE is parallel to BC. First you have read the question, then focus what you want to prove. You want to prove DE is parallel to BC. Okay, so always have your aim over here कि भैया I have to get DE parallel to BC. Okay, okay. Then look out the information. If the diagram is not given, try to draw the diagram. Here diagram is already given. So try to plot the information. First thing what they have told, BA and CA have been produced. So BA is here, CA is here, and they have been produced. They have been produced. They go BA is produced till point D, CA is produced till point E. Okay. How they have produced? Such that BA is equal to AD. So this side BA and AD is equal. They have shown it here also. Very good. And CA is equal to AE, so they have shown it here as well. Very good. है ना? They have shown it. Okay, they both are equal. ठीक है. अच्छा, it was already visible. ज़्यादा करके फिर I think it is becoming. तो okay, these sides are equal. Prove that segment DE is parallel to BC. अच्छा, अब देखो parallel के लिए तो यार congruency में you can say sides are equal. But what? How to talk about parallel? Obviously na. So by first thing is, can I say it feels to me that they both will be congruent triangles. So if it feels, let us prove them congruent. So I can say sir, in triangle ABC, sorry, not triangle ABE, in triangle ABC, okay, I can say sir, in triangle ABC and triangle ADE, I know first thing that sir, AB is equal to AD. हाँ sir. Then also AC is equal to AE. हाँ sir. अब देखना ध्यान से सुनना कि भाई this angle ABC, which angle? This angle over here, this angle ABC and this angle, sorry, BAC and this angle DAE both will be equal. BAC and DA will be equal. And why they will be equal? The reason is they are vertically opposite angles. Remember, I can say, sir, angle BAC is equal to angle DAE because of vertically opposite angles. Always write the reasons whenever it is required. These two were given, so you can write given also, or directly you can write, no problem. So now beta dekho which criteria it is. So now you can see it is side, angle, side. Here also side, angle, side. I can say by SAS criteria, by side, angle, side criteria, triangle ABC will be congruent to triangle ABC with congruent to triangle ADE. ठीक है? Now they are congruent. If it is congruent, so beta, I can say कि sir, then this angle D and angle B should be equal. Angle D and angle B should be equal. So I can say that, sir, angle ADE is equal to angle ABC because they are corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Once I have proved that these two triangles are congruent, I can clearly say that the corresponding angles will be equal and the corresponding sides will also be equal. ठीक है? अब उतना आपने को लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now the work is done. How the work is done? Look carefully. BC, look carefully, okay. BC and ED are your two lines. BC and ED are your two lines. Remember, in geometry, everything is connected. So I am going to revise one part. So देखो, what is that? That BC and ED are two lines. And you can see that this line BD is acting as a transversal line. It is acting as a transversal line, correct? So you can see that this angle D and B, they are forming a pair of interior alternate angles, and since they are forming a pair of interior alternate angles, I know that if two lines are intersected by a transversal line such that the pair of interior alternate angles formed are equal, then what I can say? So by converse of interior alternate angle theorem, I can say if interior alternate angles formed are equal, lines will be parallel. So you can say DE is parallel to BC. Also, DE will be equal to BC also. Why? Because these two triangles are congruent. So corresponding parts are equal. So they might BE, sorry. Arey yaar, I'm writing it wrong. Na? DE, no, correct, I have written. DE is parallel to BC. Also, they are corresponding parts. So DE will be equal to BC also. They might add this up. है ना? तो ये मत सोचना कि how do we prove it equal? They are equal because of CPCT, but proving parallel was important because you have to use the converse of interior alternate angle theorem. Okay, now अच्छा, it is done. ठीक है, easy question. Next part में बेटा चलते हैं. Next part is this. In a triangle PQR, if PQ is equal to QR and L, M and N are midpoints of the sides PQ, QR, RP respectively, prove that LN is equal to MN. अब देखो, first thing you will notice that the diagram is not given. So in a triangle, in the question which is this much specific and this big, always draw the diagram. Diagram is going to help you a lot. So I will always draw a diagram. Okay? Rough diagram. See, I am also drawing a rough diagram. Now, who told you why you draw exact diagram? Rough diagram. A triangle PQR. Okay, PQR. Okay? What is that? PQ is equal to QR. Okay, sir. PQ is equal to QR. Remember that PQ is equal to QR. Okay? L, M and N are the midpoints of PQ respectively. So L is the midpoint of PQ. So L will be here at the midpoint. M will be on QR. So M is present over here on QR. And N will be on RP. So N is present here on RP. Okay? Respectively. Prove that Ln, where is Ln here? Ln is this, is parallel to Mn. ठीक है, चलो चलो सर, we have to prove that ln is parallel to m. These two sides, they are equal. What they have given, that pq is equal to qr. ठीक है, तो if I take this length of pq as a, the length of qr will also be equal to a, है ना? Since L is the midpoint, PL will be A by 2, LM will also be A by 2, QM will also be A by 2, and MR will also be A by 2. Obviously, so I can say if PQ is equal to QR, I can say PL is equal to QL is equal to QM is equal to MR. All these four are equal to each other. Okay, they are midpoints. So when you draw the diagram, the examiner is also impressed by it. Second thing, that since we know that PQ is equal to QR, I can say that, so देखो what sides are equal. By sides पे ध्यान देना, which sides are equal. The sides which are equal is your PQ and QR. So the angle opposite to PQ is your angle R over here, and angle opposite to QR is your angle P over here. So these two angles are also equal to each other. These two angles are also equal to each other. So I can say if PQ is equal to QR, you can say angle P is equal to angle R. Okay, these are the things we know. After that, suppose if PN, we don't know what is PR. PR length will be different. So let us take it by some different variable, that is B. Okay, since n is the midpoint, it will be b by 2. This will also be b by 2. Ab dekho, after drawing the diagram, it has become so easy. It has become so easy for you, because now you know that to prove ln is equal to mn, to prove ln equal to mn, you need to prove these two triangles congruent. You need to prove these two triangles congruent. अब देखना how easy it is to prove them congruent when you have written everything over here. So let's talk about triangle. In triangle PLN and triangle, okay, RMN. ठीक है, first thing beta, I can say one thing for sure, that PL is equal to MR, both are equal to A by 2. So PL is equal to MR, both are equal to A by 2. We have written here also. Then I can say angle P is equal to angle R. Angle P is equal to angle R, right? And then the third thing, that PN, I'm writing it over here, okay? Third thing, writing over here, PN is equal to NR, because N is the midpoint, both are equal to B by 2. Correct? अब देखो how easy it is कि देखो भाई, side MR and PL, angle P and angle R, and side PN and NR. So by side angle side criteria, so you can say by side angle side criteria, okay, what is that? PLN, triangle PLN is congruent to triangle RMN. Okay, and once if they are congruent, you can say ln will be equal to mn because of cpct. हमेशा याद रखना बेटा, the diagram is going to help you like anything. Always draw the diagram. अब देखो, when you draw the diagram ना, तो you can give, when you will draw the diagram in your answer sheet also, so you can give the name PQ, if you might make it equal to K, to A or B, so it becomes very easier to identify, and examiner also will see ki, okay, what you have assumed as A, what you have assumed as B. So that is very important to draw the diagram if you are considering something, adding some variables over here. Okay, तो diagram तो हमेशा draw करो, even rough diagram, but draw it always. My advice, take it, you will benefit from it. Okay, चलो, next question is this. Two lines AB and CD intersect at O such that BC is equal and parallel to AD. Prove that the lines AB and CD bisect at O. अब थोड़ा ध्यान से पढ़ते हैं. This is the question. कुछ समझ में आया नहीं ना? अब ध्यान से पढ़ते हैं. Two lines AB and CD intersect at O. Okay, sir. So two lines are here. AB and CD, they are intersecting at O. AB, CD, they both are intersecting at O. ठीक है. Such that, how such that? That BC, this BC, line BC is equal and parallel to AD. Okay, this BC is equal and parallel to AD. ठीक है sir, done. Prove that lines AB and CD bisect at O. Bisect at O means O is the midpoint of AB as well as CD. So this part AB and CD bisect at O, it means we have to prove that OD is equal to OC and AO is equal to OB. This is what we need to prove. ठीक है, this is what we need to prove. Okay, so now beta देखो what we will do. I am drawing the diagram one more time. So now I got to know what is my diagram. Okay, so this is how you will draw the diagram. O, what I have taken, A B C D. Okay, A B C D. ठीक है. First thing beta, what they have given me, they have given me that AD and BC are equal and parallel. तो याद रखना, they are equal as well as parallel also. So if they are parallel beta, so I can see, देखो, since AD is parallel to BC, okay, so if I treat this CD as a transversal, I can say sir angle this D is equal to angle C. Angle C is equal to angle D because of interior alternate angle. Obviously by parallel lines. If it was not given parallel तो भाई नहीं कर पाते अपन लोग, फिर we don't know what to do, we will use something else. But now we know since they are parallel, angle D and angle C are equal. After that, again same way, by if AB is also acting as a transversal, so you can say कि angle A is equal to angle B. Angle A is equal to angle B. Again, the reason is interior alternate angle. Okay. Now let's prove these two triangles congruent. I can say, sir, in triangle AOB and triangle AOD and triangle BOC. First thing I know that, sir, angle A is equal to angle B and angle C is equal to angle D, and the side which is containing both these angles, angle A and your angle B, angle C and angle D. So A and D is contained by AD, B and C is contained by BC. AD is equal to BC, it is also given. AD and BC are equal and parallel, na? So they are equal also. So I can say, sir, by angle side angle criteria, I can say triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. Once you have got them congruent, by CPCT, you can say, sir, AO will be equal to OB because they are the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles, and OC will be equal to OD and OD will be equal to OC. So if it is happening, what is the reason here? The reason is CPCT. So देखो भाई AB the midpoint is O, CD's midpoint is O, so I can say AB and CD are bisected at O. देखो इतना easy logical हो जाता है when you draw the diagram. Once you have drawn the diagram, the question is the easiest one. Like this, you will be able to solve the questions. समझ रहे हो? Okay, तो questions are very easy. ठीक है, चलो one more question. Think carefully, read. But first, just read the question, full question, read it. Okay, so we will get the idea what is there in the question. BD and CE are bisectors of angle B and angle C of an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC. Prove that BD is equal to CE. Okay, I have read the question. Okay, now understand the diagram. What it is saying, BD and CE are bisectors of angle B and angle C. So they are bisectors of angle B and angle C. So this BD is dividing this angle B into equal parts. This CE is dividing this angle C into equal parts. Of an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. So beta, if AB is equal to AC, I can see opposite to AB we have angle C, opposite to AC we have angle B. So if it is true, I can say angle B will also be equal to angle C. So if angle B and angle C are equal, their half will also be equal. Correct? That means all these angles are equal to each other. All these angles are equal to each other. So I can say, sir, if I take this angle as suppose x, this angle will also be x, and total angle B will become 2x, and this also will become x, this also will become x. All the angles I have taken as x. Okay, I can say angle B and angle C is equal to 2x, है ना? And angle B by 2, angle C by 2 will be x. Okay, that is by diagram. What do you want to prove? BD and CE, if you want to prove congruent, so यार देखो, logic says कि BD is here in this triangle BDC and CE is in this triangle BCE. ठीक है, तो these two triangles I will say in triangle BEC and triangle CDB, these two triangles I will just थोड़ा सा ना I will make this part clear, otherwise you will not be able to see anything, है ना? हाँ, now you got to know what I was saying. This angle is also x, this angle is also x. Okay, so beta dekho, we know angle B and angle C are equal, their bisectors are there, so these two angles are also equal. So in triangle BEC and CDB, by first thing I can say that sir, in triangle BEC I have this angle B, and in this triangle CEB I have this angle C. Angle B is equal to angle C because AB was equal to AC. We got it. Then I can say that sir, the half of angle B is also equal na? So in this triangle BEC we are talking about this, and in triangle DEC we are talking about this half angle. I can say that sir, angle BCE is equal to angle CBE. Okay, they both are also equal, and the side which is containing that is your BC. BC is equal to BC because it is common. If you're not able to understand it, let me draw both the trigrams separately. Okay, one is your BEC and the other one is your CDB. Okay, what I am saying, beta, ध्यान से सुनना, what I am saying is कि देखो भाई, this angle B, total complete angle B was 2x, here complete angle C was 2x. This half angle C was equal to x, this half angle B was equal to x, and BC is equal to BC. So by this, I can say triangle BEC is congruent to triangle CDB, and if they are congruent, so I can say that sir, BD is equal to EC. So BD is equal to EC. The reason is corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. तो बस हो गया, बताओ. So easy. What else you want? समझ रहे हो? So these are some questions based on this part. देखो बहुत easy questions है बेटा. Okay, so this is all. Now this will be your homework question. This is your homework question. In a triangle ABC, if AB is equal to AC and angle B is given 70 degree, find angle A. So remember, first listen to me, draw the diagram, and then let me know what should be the value of angle A. Draw the diagram, think about it, and then tell me what will be the value of angle A. Okay, this is your homework question. Okay, beta. So this is all. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Again, I'm telling you, Vedantu has launched this pro subscription course. So the link to register is this vdnt.in/ytpro. Once you will go to this link, apply the code GPPro. Okay. So vdnt.in/ytpro. Go to this link, select grade 9 CBSE 2021. Click on get subscription. अब यहाँ पे you will see enter coupon code. Apply GP Pro. You can choose from 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. The more number of months you will choose, the lesser the amount it will be per month. Okay, and then click on buy now. ठीक है बेटा. अब देखो, in this main thing is personalized learning. अच्छे से आराम से platform पे where we have more facilities, more options are available. That will be there. Also, the second thing is you can enroll yourself in the long-term batch. Also, suppose you want to study quadrilateral now, but in YouTube it is not possible because we will be going via schedule. But on your in your pro course, micro courses are available. That means you can design your own curriculum. You are free to study whatever chapter you want to study first. Okay, so you can design your own curriculum. Other than that, test series, assignments, and learning material will be provided. Okay, so don't forget the link is vdnt.in/ytpro, and the code is GPPro. Okay, you can find out the link in the description box also. The code is Gopal Paliwal, my name's initial GPPro. Okay, beta. This is all. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends. Okay, and subscribe to this channel. ठीक है बेटा. So that is all. I hope all of you enjoyed it and you have learned it. Don't forget to give me the answer in the comment section. I'm waiting for your answers. Okay. So do not forget to give me the answer in the comment section. Okay. So this is all. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Khuda Hafiz. Sayonara. Maje karo. Okay. Chalo. Bye.